Let's get it. Let's get it. Back at it on a late night. On a late night. Hope all is well, my people. Hope all is well. Blessings, blessings on this late Tuesday night, early Wednesday morning. Um, Hope everyone had a great start to their week. Um, Weather's been up and down, but we are not complaining, right? We're not complaining. I know I'm not complaining. But let's get right into it, man. Let's get right into it. So, my brother Jay Z, my brother Jay Z, Rock Nation, you know, they going through it right now. These have to be some hard times right now that they're going through. I know there was always rumors about how they were going to come after Jay Z. When I mean they, I don't even know who they is. I don't know if they is the feds. I don't know if they is I don't know who they is. They are not even the women who are uh, um, alleging these rapes and all of these different acts. Just they, right? So, this young lady, she made these accusations saying that Jay Z and Diddy um, uh, did perform some what are we call it? We're gonna call it. I don't want to say the R word, but let's just say they didn't conduct themselves right in front of her. Um, and now she pretty much is saying that her story wasn't it was inconsistent. So Jay Z immediately accepted that, and he made a statement saying how this will not be tolerated, and how just pretty much played a defensive role. And now they're going really hard at these lawyers, trying to make themselves. Let's go to the comments because last time I was on here, I wasn't on the comments till late. So let's get to the comments. Listen, if you're on Facebook and you're posting comments, I cannot see them. You have to go to the big picture. Um, Next time I'm going to put the big picture YouTube on here, the big picture channel. It's Big Picture Podcast 212. That is the YouTube channel. All right. That way you post your comments in there, I can see it. If you're on Instagram, you're posting comments, I cannot see your comments. You have to post your comments on the YouTube channel. Okay? And then I'll be able to see your comments and we can engage, go back and forth, etc., etc. All right. So my brother Jay Z, um, they're pretty much trying to line this lawyer up. Which he deserves to be lined up. If they're trying to get these bags from our celebrities, our role models. So let's move forward. So now Jay Z is saying that you know he was never friends with Diddy. He's saying they were just business partners, right? So let's what we're gonna do is we're gonna do some fact checking right now, just to make sure I'm saying it correctly, because I never want to come across. Let's see. Let's get right to it. Jay Z says. Let's get right to it. Jay Z says. Phone acting up. He was never friends with Diddy. Okay. It was purely professional. Okay, he's saying it says Jay Z's lawyer says rapper and Diddy's relationship was purely professional. They were never friends. Um, Me personally, looking from the outside in, you know, I never knew Jay Z personally. I never knew Diddy personally. I never hung out with them. Never popped bottles with them. But from the outside looking in, you would think they were friends the way they spoke so highly of each other. You always saw them in videos, or you always saw them partying together. The speeches they was making at the Rock Nation brunches, talking about black excellence and black billionaires, and like you would think it was more than a business relationship. And I was pretty shocked. I was pretty shocked when Jay-Z, when his lawyer made this statement. And to me, honestly, it just makes this whole fiasco that his lawyer team, and what he's saying now about the whole friendship, it's just making him look guilty. I hate to say it, but it just makes him look guilty. And there are a community of women out there who think he's guilty for what happened. I spoke with a young lady today, and I didn't I you know I mean, you call me naive, you can call me what you want to call me, but I didn't think that. I still feel Jay-Z didn't do it, right? But there's a community of people out there that feel that way, and I just think it's sad. And um, I still hope that's not the case. You know, um, Moreover, yeah, him saying, I'm now listen. If him and I'm gonna take some of this back. If him and Diddy, if he's saying that him and Diddy were never friends, it was just pure business or whatever, I get it. I totally get it. I get it. Like, you can't trust nobody in this. I hope people learn from this. Like, you go into these events, you go into all of these different uh, um, events, concerts, situations, whatever you want to call them. These people are not your friends. These people are around you to get the bag, to get the money. If they can't, if it's if it's not benefiting them, it ain't worth nothing. That whole loyalty, and choose your friends. Choose your friends. Choose your associates wisely, because we can easily be fooled by what we see. And as you can see, that is the case with that. And I just wanted to speak briefly on that. I'm not going to sit up here and drag it and go back and forth about what this, that. Like, that all right there is unfortunate, because I personally thought them dudes were like brothers. I thought especially after Big died. I thought that Jay Z, he looked up to Diddy. You know, I just thought he admired the way he worked, the way he handled his business, Bad Boy, the liquor. I thought that Diddy gave him some tips on how to run the liquor companies and be involved with the liquor companies and all of that. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Um, so I just saw some of the Locks performance that they did it at a Westchester, um, a location in Westchester, and it was pretty good. It was pretty good, I must say. I must say it was pretty good. I loved seeing all of those different um, up and coming hip hop artists and artists who've been out for a little while. Like, I think that was cool. I think that was cool. Seeing them all out there performing, backstage, they had Queens, what's his name? Queens the Flip, something like that. Queens Flip. Yeah, so he had his son out there, recorded him backstage. Ghostface, who else was back there? Ghostface, Dave East, a number of artists was backstage, and he was interviewing them and talking to them. So that was cool. It was good to see hip hop in the purest form like that. I'm glad that 50 Cent came out to perform. I think that leveled it up. You had 50 Cent, you had Remy Ma, you had Rakim, you had Ghostface, the Ghostface Killer. Like, I think that inspired the up and coming younger rappers like Dave East and Lola Brooke. I think her name was Connie Diamond. Like, I think that was good for them. It was good for them. It was good for them to be able to to integrate and just like, just be just, to be integrated on like a platform like that. Like I think that was awesome. Shout out to the Locks for just like, um keep pushing the culture. You know what I'm saying? Like strong arming the culture low key. You know what I'm saying? Like respectfully. Like always, you know, showing people like how it pays off to be loyal and to honor your brothers. You understand what I'm saying? Like, nah, we just not associates with business. I mean, not business, but we're brothers. They're brothers. You understand what I'm saying? They're not just friends, they're brothers. And that's what we have to honor. That's what we have to put more to the forefront. And these are the leaders of the new school. You understand what I'm saying? The brothers like that, they are the leaders of the new school. You understand what I'm saying? Like we're going into a new age right now, a new regime, and I think we need to like really honor those brothers. And it's good to see like these corporate platforms, these corporations sponsor their shows and just be able to, and like I said, shout out to Queen's Flip. Shout out to him for having his camera back there, and I was able to see the footage of him, talking to the different artists and pulling up on them and things of that nature. Um, yeah, Remy Ma performed. She did her thing. She had a nice set, So, I wish I was there. I wish I would have knew about it, and I definitely would have pulled up, and showed some love, man. But it's one of those things, So Benny the Butcher, he did his thing. I think Benny the Butcher, to me, I think he's underrated. I don't listen to his music like that, but seeing him perform, I'm like, yo, this dude is nice. This dude is nasty. Cuzzo, what's up? What's up? Shit, I'm sorry, Cuzzo. I didn't even. I'm so focused on my topics, I didn't even see the comments. But yo, Cuzzo, what's good? That I have many topics right now. I spoke about Jay-Z, about him saying how him and Diddy weren't friends; they were just associates. Now I'm talking about a show that the Locks had in Westchester the other day. Um, that was off the hook. Now I'm segueing into my relationship kind of uh direction of tonight's pod. You know, um I got some feedback from some of the topics that I had prior, mainly the 50-50 one. And I spoke to some very, very successful young ladies, and they spoke, and these are women who could definitely, they confront the man's bill if they wanted to, but they said, listen, they would not let a man pay 100% of the bills in the house because usually when men do stuff like that, they end up being very controlling. You know what I'm saying? That's what's up. Get that money, baby. Get that money. My cousin, she like I told y'all before, man. She get to the bag, man. She get to the bag. And she's not gonna sit up there and let her boyfriend pay 100% of the bills. You understand what I'm saying? Like women out here who's moving like that, men, I advise y'all to stay away from them. You understand what I'm saying? If a woman's gonna sit back, that should be a test too. That should be a test. Men, y'all should start testing women and be like, yo, so you know, you want to let me pay 100% of the bills? If they say yes, I would dub them B, no cap, because like why? What woman? You understand what I'm saying? Would just let you pay all of the bills by yourself? Like, where's the integrity at? You understand what I'm saying? Where's the you know what I'm saying? Where's the your joint don't pump? You know what I mean? Like if a woman asks me, yeah, I'm a man. If a woman asks me, yo, babe, I pay all your bills. I'm gonna be like, nah, you not paying no, you not doing that, B. You ain't finna control me. It's listen, it don't take a rocket science to know that if somebody is offering to pay everything for you, something is coming around the corner, it's gonna be uncomfortable. And we gotta start living life like it's chess. This is chess, not checkers. You understand what I'm saying? So this lady at my job, she straight up said it. She was like, "Yo, I'm not letting no dude pay all my bills." Like, nah, like God, listen. They probably listen. If you've seen situations where men have been paying all of the bills in the household, and a man turn around, he want to control you, he want to make smart comments here and there that he might not even look as being smart, but he might just, you should bring, oh yeah, 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 you know what, that's a good idea, that's a good idea. You know, it's funny you say that too. She doesn't even watch it, she doesn't even watch my content, and that's the funny thing about it. Like, she doesn't, you know, and I'm not ashamed to talk about it, you know, to mention that, you know. And she actually asked me today. Um, I briefly said something to her about what did I say? I said the other day I spoke about the mortgage thing, you know, about the woman, you know, telling her boyfriend or husband or whatever. I was like, yo, I was like, you know, I did a little piece, not a little piece, but I did a piece, you know, talking about the woman who told their husband that they couldn't pay the mortgage this month, you know? So of course, you know, every woman in the world, they can't wait, you know what I'm saying, to be in a situation, you know, to where they don't have to pay their own mortgage, their own rent. So she was like, you know, what did you say? What did you say? And I was like, yo, watch the pod and find out. You know what I'm saying? She was like, you know, but I suckered out. She started using big words or whatever, and then I end up, you know, telling her what it was about. But next time, I'm a I'm gonna tell her I spoke about something, but I'm not gonna say nothing else about it. I'm gonna tell her to watch it so she can see it on her own. Not giving away no more free content to these people. You understand what I'm saying? You if you won't watch it, if you ain't honoring up, subscribing and watching it, I'm gonna say, oh yeah, I spoke about that the other day. You know what I'm saying? And they're gonna be like, oh, what you said? I'm like, oh no, go to the pod. Go to my YouTube channel. That's the only way you're gonna hear me talk about it. That's the only way. You understand what I'm saying? So, but yeah, I can only imagine what or how she. This is what I'm trying to say, Cuzzo, because you know, you of all people know like what type of time I was on. I used to be on some like 50-50, and it's like, you know, this came across my mind the other day. I was like, yo, like it takes like maturity, growth, independence, uh, mental space, physical space, being by yourself to actually really figure out who you are as a man and how you move as a man financially. And like the other podcast was about spousal economics, like these are important things. You understand what I'm saying? Men sometimes get into relationships that you see these days where they're not making as much as the woman. And it could be stressful. It could be in the beginning, it could feel nice, but you know, you might feel awkward down the line. You understand what I'm saying? So you have to be aware of like things like that. You know, if you go into a relationship like that, you know, and your woman is making more than you, I hope that you have a drive to where it's like, yo, yeah, she makes more than me, but you know, I play like a major role in her life, far as pushing her brand, or not just pushing her brand. You got to be working on your brand too. You got to have something going for yourself, man. You understand what I'm saying? That's gonna put you in another financial bracket or whatever the case is, and she admires it. That's the only way that's gonna work. You understand what I'm saying? Because it's always gonna be imbalance, and you know you're gonna feel some type of way. You're gonna feel like, yo, I'm not the you the man of the house, but there's always gonna be some type of um there's always gonna be some type of feeling that you're gonna have where it's like, yo, am I doing enough for myself? You know, and I think you should always try not that it's a competition. Moreover, I feel like, you know, the man, you know, if you're in a situation like that, you should always be trying to like, you know, build who you are financially, you know, within your family, right? It shouldn't solely be like focused on the woman. You understand what I'm saying? And that's just how I look at it. That's just me. If I met a woman who was stupid rich, I'd be like, "Oh, word, you got good money. That's what's up. That's what's up." You know, but I'm gonna be like, "Yo, how can I get the bag? How can I still triple my bag and get to where I get?" Like she would have to admire my hustle to be like, "Yo, I'm never leaving this nigga. I don't give a fuck how much money You know what I'm saying? I got it, whatever. This dude, his hustle triples my hustle. You understand what I'm saying? And I see it. I see how his fruit is multiplying. You dig? So yeah, you can only imagine how she responded. Exactly, exactly, exactly. But yeah, man, like to get back to it, like the ladies at my job, they was like, yo, they was like, nah, this dude's not paying all my bills. He's like, he not paying. He's not doing it. I'm doing it myself, and it's true. It's men out there. They prey on women who they can control. They prey on women they can control by financially supporting them, and then the script turns. You know what I'm saying? Then, like I said earlier too, like the woman should want to support her man. She should want to assist her man. You understand what I'm saying? Financially, you know what I mean, in these relationships. It shouldn't be like, oh, gimme, 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 gimme. He's taking care of me. He's taking care of me. He's paying everything. Like, nah, because you know what's gonna happen? He's gonna meet a woman who's just as successful as you, right? And she's gonna be like, damn, like she gonna start. She gonna be like, yo, damn, you pay all your woman bills. Like I want to let my man do all of that, and then that's all it's gonna take. That's all it's gonna take, man. You understand what I'm saying? Like I'm not married. I would love to be married. Moreover, that's the kind of woman I want. That's the kind of who genuinely wants to assist and be like, yo, nah, I got this. This like just like those women were saying, yo, just like those women were saying, yo, what I couldn't pay the mortgage this month, right? The man should be able to ask his wife or tell his wife, yo, babe, listen, I didn't get it. I couldn't pay the mortgage this month, and see what she gonna say. I'll wait. See what that woman gonna say. See what she gonna say. I want to see that challenge. Show me that challenge. Where a man is like, yo, babe, I can't pay the mortgage this month. That's that. I want to see that challenge. Teamwork makes the dream work. Yes, true indeed. It makes the dream work every time. That's what I'm all about. You know, um, being able to find where you are spiritually, mentally, physically, and financially. I think that is the biggest picture. You know, um, and once we all get to that level, you know, I feel like things will be done genuinely. Like it won't be something that's forced, or you won't be distracted by social media because I will call you tomorrow to get the rest of it. Yes, 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 yes. You get a pass, cause you get a pass. Go get that money. This live is gonna be up. So you catch the rest of it tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna rock on here for another probably 20 minutes. And I'll be back. I'll definitely be back on tomorrow. It's my day off tomorrow, so I'm gonna definitely be back on tomorrow. So yeah, so what other topics do I have for tonight? Rent, rent so damn high, got people stuck in relationships that's been over. That's crazy. I saw this meme the other day, man, and it's true. It's true, and it's unfortunate that some people stay in relationships because the rent be so high. Like it's crazy. You know what I mean? Like my advice to somebody like that, if you're going through something, um, to that, that's somewhat like this. Yo, stack your bread, man. Stack your bread and get your own. Like step out on a leap of faith. Have a leap of faith, and God was gonna take care of you. He's gonna make sure you good. You know, sometimes it's in order to move forward, you have to feel a little bit uncomfortable. You gotta might have to miss a trip or two, miss a couple brunches or two or three, but don't ever feel like a relationship. Um, you're only in a relationship for those reasons. You understand what I'm saying? Um, one of the I go into some quotes that I take from some of the books that I read. I'm currently reading the Rich Paul book right now. That's LeBron James, Agent. But prior to reading that book, I was reading the Slight Edge. I think that's a really good book, and you guys should definitely check it out. It is one of the things that says show up consistently, every day, and showing up is pretty much half the battle. The rest is up to drive. Drive. I think what does it says? Drive, execution. Things of that nature. So, what I tell people is like, when you're in a relationship, you know, show up to that relationship, show up to that marriage. You understand what I'm saying? Consistently, show up to that, and in good faith. You know what I mean? That relationship, that marriage, you know, it will flourish, right? If you're not ready for a relationship, or you're not ready for a marriage, you know or let me reword that. If you're not ready for that, if you're not uh, uh, in a position to be in that relationship, you know or in that marriage, show up for your purpose. Like, find out what your purpose is. Once you find out and I tell people this all the time, once you find out what your purpose is, it will be so much easier for you to segue into whichever direction it is. The direction might be space, the direction might be breaking up, um, the direction might be staying together. But figure out what your purpose is, because if you're not happy, there's no way in the world you can be happy with somebody else. You have to make sure that you're happy mentally, physically, the whole shalom, the whole package. You got to be happy. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you have to, because like I said, I'll say it again. If you're not happy, if you're not focusing on that, you're not gonna be happy in that relationship. You're not gonna be happy in that situation. It's just like having a job, you know? Like, try to get as much of that job you can. Try to get as much out of that job as possible. You understand what I'm saying? Try to get, like, grow in it. Find your purpose in it, you know? Find your purpose. Why am I showing up every day? You understand what I'm saying? And it's gonna, in good faith, you'll be able to flourish. You'll be able to, succeed. You know? Um, yeah, so the other night I briefly spoke about oh, I want to talk about 50 Cent real quick. 50 Cent on that Locks performance. He did very good. Shout out to 50 Cent, man. The crowd accepted him so well. They recited his words word for word. Like, 50 Cent do a verses, whoever battles him, it's gonna be hard. No Diddy. You see what I'm saying? So let's go into Fat Joe for a second. So the other night I spoke about how it's gonna be hard for Fat Joe to kind of get in between that Remy and Papoose situation. Because I don't really see Fat Joe as that kind of person to get in other people's business like that, especially a marriage. You know, um, he just seems like that humble dude that's like, yo, like, listen, y'all need to get some help, some therapy, whatever, whatever, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can talk to me, but there's only so much I can tell you, and I feel where he's coming from. And I saw him on a Math Hoffa interview today, a portion of it, and he spoke about it, and that is exactly what he said. You know what I'm saying? And I respect Fat Joe for that. Like, dude, really, he really, what he said and how he said it was very, very honorable, very honorable, right? So, been rocking out with y'all for a little bit this evening. Um, I like the energy. Shout out to my cousin out in Chicago. Listen, man, make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to the channel. Like, comment, share. I appreciate everyone who's been tuning in. The channel is growing. The hours are growing. Um, I'm gonna be doing a lot more different types of content. But I just appreciate you guys and how y'all been supporting the brand. Like, y'all don't know, y'all are the real MVPs. Y'all are the superstars. You understand what I'm saying? Like, Y'all gotta realize that and start showing up in these comments too. After, I know y'all show up in the comments during the lives, but I don't. We don't see those comments after the thing is after this is posted. So if you guys are coming in, while I'm live and comment, cool, cool. But revisit the page. You understand what I'm saying? Revisit the page. Check out some of the other check out some of the other videos we have. You know what I'm saying? And support it. Support it. You know what I mean? Like I really, really appreciate you guys. Um, Let me see something real quick. Yeah, I know it's late and all of that, but we here. We here. So one of the last things I wanted to talk about um, before I wrap it up is another um, motivational motivational bar. Okay, don't focus on anything you don't want to grow. The more you focus on it, complain about it, or fret it about it, usually it gets spoken into existence. Okay, so I spoke about this briefly on another pod, and I really didn't, get to go in depth about it. So I know a lot of times we go through things in life that's very annoying, very disrespecting. It's just hard to even sometimes think about. Um, and we yearn to talk about it. Try to talk less about, especially if something that's has some sort of negativity to it. Like if you tried hard enough not to talk about it, I personally feel like it would bring much more ease to your life, to your energy, to your aura. And that's more important than anything. Yeah, it's more. I like there's times for everything. There's a time for everything. Trust me. There's a time and a place to have a conversation about everything. Moreover, when we lead with information or conversation that we feel is uncomfortable, it's not the best time to have that conversation. Don't have that conversation. Sometimes silence is the best thing to have. You understand what I'm saying? Or just find something positive to talk about, you know? Because the more we talk about a situation that's uncomfortable, the more we become uncomfortable. You understand what I'm saying? And you start embracing that type of energy that whatever that situation was about, you start embracing that whole energy and you become you become of it. So let's be more mindful about how we talk about different situations in our lives. Okay? Let's pray more. Let's read more. I mean, if we just could just balance a little bit more when it comes to the different types of habits we have in our life. You know, I feel like whatever comes in our lives that's negative, I think, it won't have no type of control. It won't have no type of ties in your life. And people will be like, yo, this man or this woman is just moving through life like he got over that bump, got over that bump, she got over that bump. Like, and they would just admire you for just like your tenacity, like yo, your drive. And he'd be like, yo, I just stay focused. Like stay focused. Like try to pick up a new habit every day. Try to pick up a good habit every day. You understand what I'm saying? Or every week. You know what I'm saying? A good habit that you practice every day and trust and believe the energy that you have, you'll be a lot more successful. And it's funny that I say that because there's a saying in the book that talks about habits. And of course, I wrote it down. And that's something that, I read almost every day. So replace habits that don't serve you and replace them with habits that do. All right. So start replacing bad thoughts with good thoughts. Start replacing, bad energy with good energy. That's it. It's that simple. It's that simple. You understand what I'm saying? It's that simple. Just as how simple it is to talk about something negative is even more simpler to talk about something positive. Like, let's like leave with that. You understand what I'm saying? Be around people that's doing that. You know, like let's get to it. I want to be able to come on this live and people. I want y'all to be able to talk about, yo, I just read this book. This book is hot. You understand what I'm saying? Like that's where we getting our information from. That's where we getting our knowledge from. You feel me? So listen, I want you guys to have a blessed night. I want you guys, well, daytime, whenever you watch this video, just have a blessed day, a blessed night, a blessed morning, whatever it is. Keep God first. Make sure y'all pray. We got to pray more. I know I got to pray more. You know what I'm saying? I was raised in the church. You understand what I'm saying? But moreover, I feel like I definitely need to start praying more. And not just praying in my head, like praying out loud, so because it's what you say, you understand what I'm saying, is manifested, has power. So sometimes like just praying in our head is not good enough. I feel there's no power in that. You have to speak it. You understand what I'm saying? You just can't think about praying. You think it in your head. Nah, you gotta pray it. You gotta say it out loud. Right? So pray more, what I'm saying, love more, be more creative. Um and let's talk about things that's gonna empower, what I'm saying, each other. Like I say, there's a lot of negativity out there. There's a lot of negativity out there. And I want my platform to slowly move away from the negative things that's going on in the world and focus on the positive. Yes, we touch on some of those things, moreover, I just want us to learn from those things than just talking about them. Like I want us to learn from the mistakes that people make. I think that's the big picture, to be able to learn from those mistakes. And we learn together, right? So listen, once again, y'all have a blessed one. Y'all stay real, stay big, and keep God first. One.